Alright everybody, what's going on? My name is Joarna, that's Joarna, and now we're going to play some Resident Evil 5. This game, even though it's the sequel to the phenomenal Resident Evil 4, was not really a gameplay improvement. It was only what's the word I'm looking for? A graphical improvement, I'll say, is probably the best way to put it. So I'm going to get things set up right here. Yeah, we'll go normal. I haven't played this game probably in, man, it's got to be a few years at least, maybe like 2-3 years. But it's a game that I played a lot, especially when I was in my final year of college, just because it was a lot of fun. And again, like I said, it was not a gameplay improvement over Resident Evil 4. It was pretty much purely a graphical improvement, and the story was not super amazing either. But I've always liked the Resident Evil series. I mean, Resident Evil 3, I don't even know how many hours I logged into that. And then Resident Evil 4 and all the additional add-on features that Resident Evil 4 brought into it. So right now I'm playing this on the PlayStation Now. I just signed up for this today just because I wanted to see what it was all about. And when I say see what it was all about, I want to see if it could handle... Basically, it's a streaming service. I used OnLive for the PC for I don't know how long, but basically the problem is that when you try to play like a first-person shooter or anything that requires fast reflexes through a streaming service, there's always a lag delay, and I mean it's just the way it operates. There's going to be some level of delay. It's not instantaneous, and most of the time it was not incredible amounts of delay, but it was enough that there was enough delay that would make you die when you wanted to be pretty accurate with a sniper rifle.
Shifting the balance of power throughout the region.
Another thing I'm noticing is that it doesn't look like it's streaming in 1080. If it is streaming in 1080, it's a compressed 1080. Because I'm looking at like some of the finer details, and I'm seeing a lot of like it's probably streaming at 720. Looking at some of the details, like I said, it does not look like it's in 1080 right now. Like you can see that some of the text is it's a little grainy, a little low resolution.
Welcome to Africa. My name is
And
Sheva Alomar.
you are just
Chris
the
Redfield.
worst.
Your reputation precedes you, Mr. Redfield.
The worst sidekick a person could ask for.
Just Chris.
The only good thing about Sheva is that you got her tribal bikini unlock at some point later in the game.
Ever since the change in government.
I'll bet. Intel says it's a haven for terrorists.
Yeah, it's terrorists, alright.
I'm going to be happy to see an American, BSAA or not.
I wonder how much of this I remember. All I remember is
I'm sure you'll do just fine.
basically the Las Plagas from Resident Evil 4 is now the new biological weapon in Resident Evil 5. It's just in a different location almost.
It's nothing. Let's go.
Let's see. I'm not going to spoil anything in case you haven't played it. I'm assuming most people have played this at least.
More and more.
But if you haven't, I'm not going to give any spoilers,
It's
so
all worth fighting for. Maybe one day.
go
I'll find
through
out.
and do a full run through start to finish. Uh-oh. Oh, getting a little frisky.
Let's go.
Did she bribe him? Looks like she
There
did.
is one thing I do know. I have a job to do, and I'm gonna see it
My name is
through.
Chris. Like, I always thought Chris Redfield, like, reminded me of, like, Keanu Reeves in this movie, or in this game. I don't know why. It's like, I have a job to do. I'm squinty. Let's see what we can... I'm going to try to go through as many of these games as possible through the PlayStation Now, at least the ones that I think I'll have a good time with. Ooh, that's not even 60 frames a second.
Chris.
Jeez.
Coming in loud and clear, Kirk.
Yes.
It's barely 30 frames per second. I'm gonna try to blast through as many of these games through the PlayStation Now that I can, because I had a card, a gift card that I was given to me for about a month's worth of gaming. And my biggest thing is that I don't think that $20 a month for access to like 100 games that were relevant, you know, 5 to 10 years ago is a good deal. I'm sorry, Sony, I got bad news for you. They are just wailing on that sack of potatoes. What's going on? What was you? Excuse me, what you got? What's up? No, that's okay. You guys can just keep looking over there. I'm just gonna take my sack of potatoes. Potatoes. How do I run? Is it? There we go. X to run. So yeah, unfortunately you guys can't see it, but there is a tiny bit of lag in the controller scheme. I don't think it's going to make a huge amount of difference for this game, but we shall see. We'll know when we get to some of the encounters parts. We have to start fighting off hordes and hordes of guys. I wonder what secrets I remember too. I know there's the blue BSAA plates everywhere, and every time you take one out, you get what's the word I'm looking for? Not you basically can. It gives you the option to unlock more items for your second playthrough. I know that Chris gets like a giant Gatling gun, and Sheva gets the bow and arrow. The bow and arrow is by far the best weapon in the game because it one-shots everything. It's just that it doesn't have a laser reticule on it. And I still have never understood why Sony decided to not incorporate at least some type of emulator that can be used for PS2 and PS3 games. Like, people spend so much money on these games over the course of a console cycle, and, you know, sometimes I want to go back and revisit them, and now you're going to gouge them for more money? It's like, come on, man. Checked him. I would like to check them. Okay.
Grab your weapons.
Ooh, look at that. My gun. Change equipped item. Yeah, that's right. Equip that. That makes, let's see. I think it's L2 to aim and R2 to shoot.
Destination coordinates?
Town square's up ahead. Go through there. Alpha team's waiting at the deal location.
Good.
What do you know about
Ouroboros?
Mostly just rumors. Something about visions of a doomsday.
I wish that they would put Resident Evil 6. I thought Resident Evil 6 was out on consoles, but I'm not finding it anywhere.
Kidding, right?
At least not on a current generation console. I've seen it through Steam, but I haven't been able to find it through any of the current next-gen consoles or the whatever. Since PS3 and Xbox 360 are currently in their phase-out mode. Alright. And then this... oh, so it's L1 and R1 to shoot. L2 for my knife. Alright. I always thought those were reversed. Wow, I'm getting some frame skipping here. Jesus.
Don't worry. I may not be as big as you, but I can still hold my own.
What is R2? Oh, R2's the map, that's right. No, yeah, I have a feeling the latency is going to be a little problematic as the game gets more complex. So if I remember the way to play this game properly, the best thing to do was basically assign a weapon to Sheva and then assign a weapon to Chris. So this way, you know, they're not both using the same amount of ammo, or the same types of ammo. So like Chris, you give a shotgun to, and Sheva, you give like a sniper and a pistol to. Wow, they were going to town on this goat. I'm very curious to see. I'm gonna have to, after this episode ends, I'm gonna have to take a look at the capture to see. Come on, strike. To see how the frame rates are coming in, because I'm getting, at least on the display, I'm getting a lot of jittery. I don't know what the capture looks like. Oops, somebody's screaming.
Did you hear that? It came from that building.
Yeah, I heard it. Don't you worry about that. Arclay Mountains. I should go back and play the first Resident Evil. I know that they did that HD remake earlier this year, but I remember almost shitting my pants in the first Resident Evil. Eat this. Eat it. Open your mouth, boy. Yum, 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 yum. I think something's wrong with this guy. And I love the way that those 3 models that you just saw are the 3 models for almost every enemy in the game.
Are you okay?
Something's not right with this guy. You alright, buddy? Whoa! No! Help, please. Thank you. Oh wait, where is he? Ooh! Yeah, that lag's gonna be a problem. I can feel it already.
What the hell just happened?
Ah, video games. You try to do so much more beyond your means. Let's see if I remember how to quick reload. Grab this ammo. Yep, there we go. Alright. Yeah, we're making progress. Now we go out the window. Yeah, that's right. This is where the mob comes. I remember having the Gatling gun with Chris when I played this after like my 3rd or 4th playthrough, and just mowing all these guys down. It was so much fun. You actually get a specialty, whatchamacallit, a specialty gem if you kill them all. Good work, Sheva.
Come in, Kirk. The locals were hostile and we had to use force. We don't have any contingency plans for this situation, do we, Kirk?
Okay.
I probably should have grabbed that instead of her.
What does that mean? Was HQ expecting this?
Let's see. This gives me my menu. Let's request.
Give me an herb.
Take this.
We can combine with that. We'll give it to her because chances are we're gonna need it.
Come on,
Two people could kick this door in. All right, partner. Yeah. Ooh. It's a giant axe. Yes, it is. Let's see. I will take the handgun ammo. I always like just telling Sheva to just pick up coins. And I can't believe, if I remember correctly, they got rid of the merchant in this game. So the game's broken down into various chapters, and there's no more merchant. I always liked him in Resident Evil 4. I thought he had a little bit of character. Sheva, get the hell out of my way. God. There's a reason she's just like the worst sidekick. Alright. More ammo. Oh, good. L3 also makes you run. I'll grab that. Sheva, you can grab the other
You
one.
grab it.
Okay.
Sheva, you can grab that as
grab it.
well.
Okay.
Alright, we're doing good. Alright, I'll tell you what. I know we're about to go through a slight cutscene, I think.
Hurry!
Yep.
Roger.
Code Veronica. God, that was another bad Resident Evil game. Alright, cool. We're saving. That's what I like to see. Alright, let's pause it right here, guys. We'll pick it up in the next episode. My name's been Joarna. That's Joarna. And maybe we will shoot Sheva for being a bad partner. Come back here. I'll see you all in the next video.